Yes.
All right.
All
What's
right.
up, witches?
What's up, witches?
I'm Linda,
And I mean, obviously, I'm John.
and this is Getting Witchy.
Take two, because
Yes.
apparently we forgot. We
We
did the entire
we recorded this entire episode yesterday,
to publish today.
only to find out that there was no audio because apparently somebody
Well, no.
forgot to turn the mic on.
Well, I have the capability of looking and seeing. The microphone had a big red fucking line through it. And neither one of us caught it. This wasn't any one person's.
Except I'm the one in charge of the recording. I'm the producer.
No,
I mean,
he's the
he's
producer.
he's the producer.
Yeah.
But I'm the editor.
He's quiet tonight compared to yesterday's recording.
Yeah. Yesterday he was
we'll see how this goes. He may go crazy. But anyway, so take two.
Yes.
And we're sure that it's
yes. Actually... you already checked.
Okay, I just want to make sure. 45 minutes of recording worthless because there was no freaking sound. So yes, I'm gonna check, and I'm gonna double it, and I will check the next time we do a recording.
Well,
because it's both of our responsibilities. It's not just yours.
Well, I have it set so that anytime I open a session now, it automatically starts the audio. What are you doing,
Jack?
What are you doing?
Yeah. Anyway, so lots of things still going on. I'm still working on the Sumerian pantheon
redo
take two, because the first time we did it was like a 50-50 of how much the Sumerians contributed to society in general, like mathematics and law and agriculture and all that, but also how it just popped up out of nowhere, like all of a sudden, and didn't really get into too much of the gods. So that's take. Dude, why are you on the fuck?
Get down.
Table.
Get down. It's right there. Get down. Cats.
To have a kitten. Anyway, so we're working on that. We did finally finish watching the documentary of hybrids after we had to pay for it, even though we were invited to watch it and do an interview with the producer director. But anyway,
we weren't able to actually
nail
down an interview, but we are going to go ahead and at least review,
because it piqued our it did pique our interest.
It did pique our interest.
But it's a lot. Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
It's a lot.
I don't need a straw.
We had to actually watch it in pieces. Because like after the first half hour, it was just so much to absorb
that we had to take a break and do a shot.
Yes. And then 3 days later, finally went back and watched the rest of it. Dude,
are you okay? Like, he just hit hard.
What are you going through right now?
That was a big ass thump.
That was a thump. That was a huge thump for such a tiny little cat.
Anyway, so we've got all those things in the works. We bought it, not rented it. So we're gonna watch it again.
Yes.
And then we're gonna do the review.
Yes.
An honest review. And yeah, so we decided, I suggested and she agreed. Ironically, you were already doing California cryptids when I made the suggestion. So we live in Arizona, so do Arizona Cryptids. I am from Florida, and I know there are a lot of cryptids in Florida. So we're going to do Florida cryptids, and she's from California. We're going to do California cryptids. And I know there's a lot in, especially Northern California.
Yes.
There's a lot of cryptids in Northern California.
All stemmed from a coworker,
a friend of ours
/ viewer,
friend of ours.
Yes, whose husband asked if we could do an episode specifically on Bigfoot, and
we couldn't okay, so there has been
talk about Bigfoot without
so much information. I mean, really all you have to do is just do a Google search, and there is so much information about Bigfoot. I being the age I am, and growing up in the era I did, I remember the Bigfoot footage from, I think it was 77 or 78, right around the, you all right, Jack? He just goes sliding into walls and shit. It's like cartoons, like in live action.
And then bounces off.
I remember all the Bigfoot footage. So there's a plethora of information out there about Bigfoot. But every region of the country has its own version.
Yes.
So here in Arizona, there is the Magean.
Yes.
Magean.
The Magean.
The Magean.
The Magean monster.
The Magean monster. So we're going to do the cryptids tonight, the cryptids of Arizona.
Yes.
Right? Starting with the Bigfoot of Arizona, the Magean. Arizona's legendary equivalent of Bigfoot, a massive bipedal cryptid said to roam the rugged 200-mile Magean Rim. Gotta move the mouse. Sorry. In northern and eastern Arizona. Typically reported from anywhere from 7 to 10 feet tall. Covered in either severely matted black or even gray hair, or long black and reddish brown hair, except oddly for its face, chest, palms, and feet. That's a weird.
I mean,
so
the
like
face, the palms, and the feet, I can kind of understand.
That kind of reminds me of Harry and the Hendersons. Like, wasn't he?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. So, they're also known for an extremely overpowering, rather putrid smell, likened to dead fish or extreme body odor. I mean, imagine not bathing for 6 months unless you're hunting for fish in a stream. Or skunk. Yeah. Described as making very bizarre whistling noises, mimicking wildlife. So that's the first one.
Yes.
There are many
that
do this.
That can mimic.
But mimicking wildlife to either coax that species or that wildlife close enough to take it down, or make us curious, because we are a curious bunch, and go wandering into whatever and find what we don't want to find. And even women like shrieks, screams. Known to throw rocks and boulders at campsites.
And also in some lore, it's known to decapitate wildlife.
And just leave it there for you. Okay. It's nocturnal, highly territorial, and as I said, likes to throw stones. into the campsite. The oldest documented sighting comes from 1903 from the Arizona Republic, where a prospector near the Grand Canyon claimed he saw a humanoid creature with long white hair drinking mountain lion blood. Fresh kill. Mm. I mean, that's how a lot of animals get their water, their fluids from the blood of. I mean,
if it's a carnivorous animal, sure.
Yeah. While indigenous legends of wild, hairy, ape-like men in the region date back centuries, the modern name of
McGeehan,
the McGeehan monster, gained prominence in the 40s. It was cemented in 47 when a 13-year-old Boy Scout named Don Davis reported a massive looming creature raiding the troops' coffers, their food supply, while they were sleeping. Near Tonto Creek along the McGeehan Rim. Now, since then, many hikers, hunters, and campers have reported terrifying encounters with glowing red eyes, which, dude, point a camera at any creature or a light at any, and their eyes glow.
Right.
So, the glowing red eyes. Okay. And, but then, the circling of the campsite, the eerie footsteps,
right,
going around the constantly, like stalking. That sounds like a wolf to me. But anyway, I'm not trying to discredit,
or maybe even a mountain lion.
Yeah, mountain lion too. Encounters are frequently reported in the dense timber along Forest Road 300. And I did not look that up if that's an actual, it's called Rim Road, apparently.
Well, because
there's a joke in there, there's a very sexual joke in
you're at the McGeehan Rim, so
Rim
Road
job. Road.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, and then near Woods Canyon Lake. So, and now one of my favorites.
This one has been fun to discuss. The Red Ghost. So, though this entry is actually more local folklore rather than a cryptid, we did think it was worthy of mention.
Well, it was a cryptid until it was
not.
Yeah.
So this is a terrifying 19th century apparition of a monstrous red-haired camel with a skeletal demon riding its back. It terrorized settlers in the desert territories around the turn of the century. Now we're talking the turn of the 19th century, so 1800s into 1900s. The legend begins in 1883 with a massive reddish creature bursting onto the frontier near Eagle Creek. It trampled a woman to death, and horrified witnesses claimed that it was an enormous monster ridden by a devil-like creature. Over the next decade, the Red Ghost was spotted across Arizona from the Verde River to the Salt River. Witnesses claimed that the beast killed a grizzly bear, could jump across wide canyons in a single bound, and left tracks larger than any horse. So here's the truth. In February of 1893, a farmer named Mizzou Hastings shot and killed the beast while it was grazing on his property. The Red Ghost turned out to be an escaped and now feral camel, which was an escapee from the U.S. Army's failed Camel Corps experiment from the 1850s.
This is one of my favorite things to fucking research when I started getting into all the info of this. It's like you can't make this shit up.
Okay, so in the 1850s, this camel escaped the U.S. Army's Camel Corps experiment with the decomposing corpse of a man tied tightly to its back with rawhide.
They never explain who the man, like, I could not find anything that would explain who the dude was.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like he was shot or maybe not. And I think they did that in the Legend of Josie Wales or one of those spaghetti westerns from with Clint, where they tie a man to a horse and just
let it go
out,
run off.
let it go run off. The horse is going to survive because it's going to find food, it's
Right.
going to find water, but the
dude is tied to the horse
and is
can't
gonna
move
die
and can't drink or eat or anything.
like, but that's anyway. But there was no info on the dude.
Yeah,
like, or
no info on
whoever
who
it was
this
that
person was that was riding this feral camel. But today the legend lives on, and you can apparently visit a permanent camel monument dedicated to the Red Ghost in the small desert town of Quartzsite,
We have to go
Arizona.
there.
We do have to
we
go
have.
there.
I've been to Quartzsite, but I think I've seen the statue, but didn't know what it was all about, so I didn't pay attention.
I know I've been through Quartzsite. I don't think I've seen the statue though. Quartzsite is on the way to San Diego, right?
Well, it's west. Yes, it's going west.
Okay,
Going
but
to,
like Yuma is if you're going to LA, so I think Quartzsite is if you're going to San Diego.
yes, yes.
Okay, from
Pretty
Phoenix.
Pretty sure.
But yeah, we definitely need to go there, and we'll take pictures.
Yeah, we will. But there is a full-on statue monument. I mean, I don't know if I saw a couple different pictures. There was something that looked like a monument, but then there was the steel, full life-size statue of a camel in all red. But the body of the camel and the humps and everything, it was all made out of barrels. It was kind of
that's
like half kegs, basically.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna go at some point, so we'll take pictures and do a throwback.
So yeah, but that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Okay. Next for the cryptids of Arizona are skinwalkers. This is a deeply deeply rooted in Navajo and Hopi folklore. They are malevolent. Oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time with long syllabic words now. Malevolent, shape-shifting entities said to possess the ability to transform into just about anything of similar size. Coyotes, wolves, owls. We discussed this the last time. Some owls are pretty freaking big, along with eagles and such.
Right.
Not going to try to pronounce, because out of respect for my indigenous brothers and sisters, I'm going to spell it. So skinwalkers I'm pretty sure this is Navajo.
Also known as the Dene.
That's
what they call themselves.
The Dene. They call themselves the Dene?
Yes.
Gotcha. It's Yeneandlooshia. And I have heard the language spoken in person, so I have an idea of how it would be pronounced, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, I'm
not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna slaughter that language.
So they are again malevolent witches who gain supernatural abilities, including the power to shapeshift into animals by committing heinous acts by breaking deep cultural taboos. they are both respected and feared. These figures are rarely discussed with outsiders to avoid attracting their attention, and I find that curious. Like they won't even like you won't find them, from my understanding of this, that you won't even getting into a heated discussion with each other about them. It's just
Right.
not a group they
Well, because just the mention
openly
of
talk
them,
about.
just the mention of them could potentially draw their attention. And they don't want that. That you don't want to draw the attention of a skinwalker.
Right.
So they're not going to discuss it openly.
I'm surprised that there were those elders that did discuss it on Ancient Aliens
Well, I'm
during the Skinwalker Ranch thing, because you know
yes,
I mean, there's all kinds of pop culture and
right.
other things going on with skinwalkers. So in the Navajo culture, the name that I spelled out roughly translates to by means of it, it goes on all fours. I mean, if you're
I mean, if you're shifting into
shifting
a
into,
wolf
yeah.
or a coyote or
Now, while the medicine people of their culture um, use their knowledge for healing and community protection, skinwalkers often consider the ultimate, and they are considered the ultimate Jesus antithesis of Navajo values, using their power for manipulation and evil. The legend remains a prominent part of contemporary Native American storytelling. It's a strong cultural taboo to speak about skinwalkers casually or out of context. And we mean no disrespect. So we're not trying to bring anything to our house. Many traditional Navajo people believe that even talking about these beings can draw their attention and bring bad luck to the speaker.
which is why they usually will not do so unless it is out of necessity or they have a very good reason to do so.
So leave them alone.
Yeah.
The concept of the skinwalker has bled into mainstream pop culture and modern media, often merging with the werewolf somehow. I mean, because they can transform into a wolf, or it's bled into other cryptid folklore. The legend has been adapted into projects like Tony Hillerman's mystery novel Skinwalkers, adapted into a PBS mystery film, and the AMC series Dark Winds, as well as the 2006 film Skinwalkers, which you
Yes.
said you enjoyed.
Yes.
And I had difficulty with this Mother Lover because there is a cartoon.
Oh, I thought that was Yo-Yo.
Is that Yo-Yo?
I thought that was Yo-Yo.
Okay. Then I'll never mind. Okay. So, shape-shifting, superhuman abilities,
Yeah,
mimicry.
so right, but also there's also the paranormal pop culture, where the lore has grown to encompass modern internet stories, often sharing online spaces with tales of Skinwalker Ranch in Utah,
Yes.
which is famous for its history of bizarre, unexplained activity. But yes, and reported traits for skinwalkers include shape shifting. They can transform into or disguise themselves as animals, most commonly coyotes, wolves, bears, foxes, owls. Superhuman abilities. They're said to move at incredible speeds, have superhuman strength, possess enhanced senses. So, like, they can smell you coming from a mile away.
Right.
Um, Mimicry. They can,
Again, another one.
yeah, read minds and mimic human voices to lure their victims out. Um, Becoming a skinwalker is a deliberate choice. It's not like with a werewolf where you're bitten by something and you have no control over whether you change or not. This is a deliberate choice. You are choosing to become this. And tradition dictates that a practitioner must commit a taboo act, such as killing a close family member in order to attain their powers. So,
sounds kind of like Voldemort.
yeah, I was just going to say that. Like, all you Harry Potter fans, like, this is basically creating a Horcrux. Like, you're killing a person to become this thing. Um, and that is, I think, part of why the natives are so against talking about them casually and out of context.
Right.
And this is why they're going to be so incredibly careful about discussing these, because I mean, if they were willing to kill a close family member to become this thing, they're not going to have any qualms about killing you for just talking about
them. Right.
So, yeah, don't if you approach any natives about this, tread very carefully, or just don't.
So the next on the list is the Thunderbird. This legend persists in the desert and mountainous regions of a massive prehistoric looking avian creature with a wingspan of around 20 feet, often blamed for localized storms, central to many Pacific Northwest, Great Plains, and Southwestern and Great Lakes indigenous cultures. The Thunderbird was revered as a major protective spirit. It was seen as an embodiment of nature's power, the protector of humans from evil underwater spirits, which is interesting since it mentions them taking a whale, grabbing a whale.
Yes, out of the
water. A killer
water.
whale, specifically.
Yes.
Just snatching it up out of the water.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I just said that. So the Thunderbird is featured in oral traditions of many indigenous cultures across North America. It's said to symbolize power, protection, and transformation. The creature is said to create thunder by flapping its wings and shoots lightning from its eyes. Sounds kind of like Thor. The key aspects of the myth is it is a storm controller. Like you can, apparently they prayed to the Thunderbird and brought storms, brought the rain. The Thunderbird controls the sky and weather. It brings the rains that water the earth and make vegetation grow, but it can also bring destructive storms, floods, and fires. As the divine protector, in many legends, a Thunderbird is a benevolent guardian. It frequently battles dangerous underwater spirits and giant horned serpents to protect humans from being devoured. That's interesting.
How many giant horned serpents?
Well, apparently there were quite a few. This is probably another one of those like passed down for hundreds of generations.
Mm.
Something that they saw in the skies. Now this one I have not heard. Often depicted as a bird with vibrantly colored feathers, curved horns, or plumage on its head, and teeth within its beak. Oh, here we go. Shape shifting. Another one.
Yep.
Often depicted as a bird with vibrant colored feathers. Wait, that's not.
You already did that.
Shape-shifting. Some traditions, such as those of the Shawnee, describe the Thunderbird as a shapeshifter who could disguise itself as a human to walk among people.
Well, I mean, you want to go undercover, you gotta blend in.
Yeah. Because the myth spans many different tribes, the details and names vary. So in the Pacific Northwest, known among the tribes like the KWA, KWA, A apostrophe WAKW. And I don't mean any disrespect.
I'm
just
not
not
even
even.
gonna attempt
The
that.
Thunderbird is a dominating force of nature, often carved into totem poles. Oh, it's probably Alaska or one of the, well, it did say Pacific Northwest. So
Yes.
anyway, um, totem poles and used as a powerful crest for noble families. In the Plains tribes, known in Dakota as
Wakinyan.
Wakinan, Wakinyan, meaning winged. The Thunderbird is seen as a sacred power and is often associated with the summer season. Now, in with the
Algonquian tribes.
Algonquian.
Yes.
Okay.
So in Ojibwa mythology, the Thunderbird was said to have been created.
You just pronounce that like it's not. It's Ojibwe. Say that one more time.
The Ojibwa?
You looked it up.
No, I actually went to high school with somebody who was
Seriously.
yes.
That's okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But anyway, uh the Thunderbird was said to
what
have
a coinkydink.
Been created by the culture hero Nanabosho, specifically to combat underworld spirits. Underworld, not underwater, but still spirits.
Yeah.
Origins of this legend. Anthropologists and historians speculate that the myth may have been inspired by ancient memories of massive, now extinct birds, such as the Argentavis or Territornis, that shared territory with early Native Americans. This combined with indigenous observations of how birds react to incoming atmospheric pressure and storms would have created the myth of the Thunderbird.
Okay, but there are stories from the Old West and even supposedly a picture or two of 1800s people in the West, settlers, pioneers, as they call them, hunting down something that was hunting their livestock. And it was basically a freaking pterodactyl by every description in the newspaper and by the photo I saw, which was before AI.
Long before
long before AI. But okay. All right. I mean, I don't think it was that long ago, honestly. But anyway, so my next favorite one. All right. The jackalope. Everybody's heard of the jackrabbit with fucking antlers. So it's not specific to Arizona. It is a North American cryptid, described as a jackrabbit with antelope horns. The legend was based on study and medical data. Apparently, there is an illness that jackrabbits can get called papilloma virus, which sounds very familiar to some of the things that they've been introducing lately. But anyway, which causes horn-like tumors on the top of the skull. So they look like they have
horns.
So the legend of the jackalope is a staple of Western Americana. Frontier folklore claims that the jackalopes are incredibly elusive and dangerous. Old West cowboys told stories about the creatures mimicking human voices around campfires. Legends also say that they are exceptionally fast and that they can The only time they breed is during lightning, specifically during lightning strikes. I mean, I've heard it.
That's pretty precise.
Well, I've heard of being quick, but that's a little too. I mean, what is it?
I mean, they
During a lightning strike, just like that's it.
they, you know.
Anyway,
Bunnies.
they're bunnies. So the folklore around the jackalope was intensified in 1932 because of a taxidermist
In Douglas, Wyoming.
Douglas, Wyoming, named
Douglas Herrick.
And his brother Ralph, who took a jackrabbit mount that they were working on, added antlers to it, and then mounted it. It became a massive local novelty, and it just like
and a roadside attraction.
Yeah, and a roadside, yeah, and it just kind of expanded from there. While the American jackalope was a 19th century myth and 20th century physical creation, stories of horned rabbits, like I mentioned, go back centuries in Europe. Fun fact. The town of Douglas in Wyoming apparently has claimed the title of Jackalope Capital of the World. And if you go there, you can get a hunting license for jackalopes.
I mean, come on, you gotta.
It's a novelty thing.
You gotta have fun with it.
Yeah, but like they're just that's fucking hilarious. Okay, so the next ones are kind of short because some of these it was hard to find information on them. So skinfin.
Yes, we've got skinfin. The skinfin is a rare lake monster said to inhabit Lake Powell, Arizona. It was first documented in 1958 and is described as having a large dorsal fin like a shark, a manatee's flat tail, dark, oily, black, eel-like skin, and a head resembling a miniature brontosaurus. The creature's specific characteristics include an elephant-like body, a long neck and oily smooth skin. It features a large singular dorsal fin, hence its unique name of skin fin. And the tail is flat and wide, similar to that of a manatee or a dugong. Because the skin fin exhibits traits from multiple completely unrelated animals, sharks, manatees, sauropod dinosaurs, mainstream researchers and cryptozoologists often attribute its sightings to misidentifications of known aquatic animals, waves, or floating debris. The creature could possibly be a bull shark that traveled into the lake, since it's said to possess a shark-like fin, which, I mean, sharks do have, and bull sharks can swim up to fresh waters, and many bull sharks are found in lakes around North America.
Yeah. The actual origination of this that we mentioned, it's interesting. Look it up. Skinfin, one word, SKINFIN. I separated it there, but it's actually one word. 1958. A father and son outing apparently was extremely scary.
Is this the one with the son was snorkeling?
Yes, the son was snorkeling. The father was riding around on the boat, and he saw this he saw a dorsal fin, but he saw this wave. There's just a little bit of the dorsal fin, but the water was moving in the direction of the sun. Yeah, so look, that it's interesting. So, okay, next one. Schizamine. The schizamine is an elusive cryptid predominantly featured in it, and this is it says it's a regional Arizona folklore cryptid, but it doesn't give me the region. Like I did multiple searches on this particular one, and if somebody knows the region that this would be in, probably Flagstaff area if it's forested.
Yeah.
But I mean, same with the McGeehan.
The McGeehan monster.
But anyway, featured in regional Arizona folklore. It is most widely recognized as part of the iconic cryptids of Arizona. It is a relatively niche creature whose local lore is popularized by regional folklorists and artists in the Southwest. The images I found made it look kind of like between an Ewok and a Wookiee. Like it was a troll with hair. The images that I saw.
So like
like 4 foot, 4 foot rather than 3, but 4 foot and very hairy. Yeah. So anyway, highly localized. Wait. Yes. With sightings and stories clustered around Arizona's rugged terrain. Again, like all of Arizona is rugged terrain. It's 115 degrees.
Just depends on what kind of rugged you're looking for.
This schizoamine is often grouped alongside other infamous cryptids like the
McGeehan monster. Yep.
Okay. That was that for that, because there was, I mean, it acknowledged that it existed, but it didn't give me any information.
Yeah, so it's basically like Bigfoot's little brother.
Yeah. Or cousin.
Brother.
Or cousin. Dangerous little cousin that'll rip your arm off if you beat it in chess.
Anyway, moving on, we have the Arizona troll, which is a newer cryptid to the list. And while it is typically compared to Bigfoot, some modern encounters feature more troll-like characteristics. In 2013, a hiker on the Canyon Point Trail near the McGeehan Rim claimed, again with the McGeehan Rim, she claimed that she came across a troll-looking creature drinking from a pool of water. Other tales describe the creature living in caves, wielding clubs, and screeching in the deep woods. Again with the screeching, shrieking, mimicking. And then
the yo-yo.
And then we have yo-yo. This is the one that you.
Yep.
So the Arizona cryptid yo-yo is a Mothman-like creature rumored to roam eastern parts of the state, including Nogales, Sholo, and Springerville. I didn't know there was a Springerville. Anyway, described as a 6-foot-tall humanoid with leathery gray skin, giant bat wings, and glowing red eyes, Yo-Yo is notorious for scavenging animal carcasses. Legends of this being are traced by some to ancient Hopi lore. Now, unfortunately, we weren't really able to find much about Yo-Yo because there is a cartoon or anime or something.
Cartoon of the same freaking the main character is named Yo-Yo, and she is considered a cryptid and a serial killer. So everything I freaking pulled up was about this freaking cartoon, and I just wanted to know about the freaking cryptid. I was a little frustrated,
to say the least.
I'm sorry. Proceed.
Anyway, so that is what we have today. Now, if you are hunting for more localized folklore, you might be interested to know about the Costco Highway Monkey and the Smiling Man of Tucson.
Just search it.
The Costco Highway Monkey.
Search it. Just search it. I'm not sending you to any kind of deep state thing. Just search it. You'll enjoy it.
And our next episode is going to be California?
Yes. because
Okay.
I haven't started. I'm going to start Florida while you're editing this and getting that ready.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's going to be
All right.
California. And then we're also going to be doing shortly. It's just something that came up. The last conversation I had. Nope, I don't want that. Yeah. I want to go to my save.
Well, we also have the documentary episode coming up.
Yeah, we have that coming up. But we came across, so, and I think we mentioned this at the very beginning, but something came across my feed that it was one word in Japanese that, like, I mean, it was, it meant either a sentence or almost a paragraph.
Right.
Was the meaning of this one word.
Right.
And it was pretty interesting. And so we're going to be doing that too, just because it was interesting.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned that, but yeah, so different words in Japanese that describe a feeling that pretty much everybody experiences, but doesn't necessarily have the words to describe.
Yes.
So there's a whole series of these words that we're going to be discussing in an episode. We are also going to be doing an episode on things you can use in a ritual bath to get yourself prepared to do spell work or ritual work, including we're going to be making a bath salt in that episode. And we've got the other cryptids. Yeah, you've got your Sumerian.
Yeah, I'm still working on that. That's
still working on.
I finished Anon and I finished Enki. I've got to do Enlil and I got to do Anu and there's others. I mean, it's.
And we're still doing. Oh, I'm still doing research on the numerology series too.
Yes,
that's going to be a big one.
So anyway, this has been a long video. Love you guys. Thanks for sticking with us. We definitely have a lot going on and a lot coming up. Let me put it that way. So thanks for being patient. Thanks for being part of this. And well, just thank you for being you. Peace out.
Peace out, witches. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We love you. And we can't wait to see you again.
Do a shot.
Peace.